I'm going to brown 1 pound of ground chuck and 1 pound of ground pork. I'm just gonna brown it all together. Hey,
What's going on?
what's going on with you? Okay. So I went online and I got a recipe for cabbage roll soup. And I got all of my ingredients out here. Onion, cabbage, 3/4 cups of rice, worcestershire, garlic, bay leaves, tomato paste, beef broth. It's going to require this whole thing. 4 cups, 1.5 cups of tomato juice, some paprika, and thyme. These are all my ingredients. There's several recipes for this cabbage roll soup. And I just went on there and found one that I thought looked good. And in here I'm browning a pound of ground chuck and a pound of ground pork. And once I get that brown and I drain all the grease, I'm going to add the onion, and then after that, I'm going to add all the other ingredients, and it's just going to cook. There's several different recipes online for this cabbage soup, and they all just vary a little bit. So we're going to try it and see what happens. Okay, so I browned the meats together, and then I put in the onions, and I sauteed the onions a little bit with the meat, and then lastly I threw in the cabbage, and I'm just cooking the cabbage a little bit to get it softened up. And the next thing I'm going to do is add all of the rest of the ingredients, and they consist of 1.5 cups of tomato juice, all of this container of beef broth, which is 4 cups, 32 ounces, 1 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire and 3/4 cups of rice. I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of ground paprika and 1/2 teaspoon of thyme. And lastly, 1 bay leaf. And then it's going to cook for 45 minutes. Oh yeah, salt and pepper too. Salt and pepper. It's gonna go in there too. Just gonna add, season it to taste finally with salt and pepper. So this cabbage is starting to look really nice. I just want to soften it a little bit so that it's not tough when the soup is supposed to be done, because you don't want to overcook the soup because the rice will get mushy. It's a fine line, and this is my first time doing it. It's gonna be all new to me too. I got all of the ingredients in there except for 2. I'm bringing it, I got it on high. I got the stove on high so that I can bring it to a boil. And the last ingredients, oh my goodness, it looks so good. Look at all that in there. Meat, onions, cabbage, diced tomato. It looks so good. Okay, so the last thing I'm gonna put in is the 3/4 cup of rice. Just gonna dump that in the top. When it boils, I'm gonna give it 1 good stir. And then I'm going to add the bay leaf. Got my bay leaf right here. I'm gonna just place that in the middle of the pot. They say a watched pot never boils, but It's really close right now. Okay, so the pot is finally came to a boil. I'm gonna give it just a little bit of a stir so that I can get that rice off of the top. I want it to be down in the pot so that it can cook. Once it starts cooking, I will not go in and stir it again. So I just want to make sure that I've stirred it good enough now. Okay, so that's all. That's all I'm going to stir it. It smells so good. Then I'm going to put the bay leaf in there. Put it down in there. Somebody will be digging that bay leaf out of their soup. And then I'm going to turn it down to about 6, which is a medium. I'm going to put a lid on it, and I'm going to set a timer. And then I'm going to set a timer for 30 minutes. That's it. And we'll have to see how it comes out. Well, there you go. There is the, what's it called again?
Cabbage soup.
Cabbage roll soup. I haven't tasted it yet.
Ready.
But it does look good.
It's very good.
Is it good?
Very good. It's a keeper.
Yeah?
It'll warm you up on a cold day. Yep.
Oh, all right. Good. Thank you for that. What is it called? Thank you for
Testimony.
that. Testimony?
I don't know.
Hey, I'm in the kitchen one last time. I'm heating up some of that cabbage roll soup for Sophia because she had to work tonight. So I'm heating up some of that for her, and I'm going to edit this video, and I'm going to put the ingredients, the recipe for this soup in the, I'm going to put the recipe for the soup in the description of the video so that you guys can have it. I know, Angel, if you make this for your family, the pot will go a long way, and Henry will really, really like it. Or Liz, if you want to make it for the kids at your house and feed the whole clan, you can feed everybody with this one pot. So I think you guys will really like it if you try it. Real easy. Simple ingredients.